Okay, stream has started. Should be good to go. Perfect. Hello everyone, Chloe Lewis here, founder of the Marma Foundation. You can see the information. We leverage Web3 tech for social good. Our website, marmaj.org, where you can figure out more information. But today, I'm going to be going through a very high-level explanation of what Forgotten Runes Wizard Cult is. It is a NFT project on Ethereum. Ethereum is a layer 1 blockchain. If you've never heard about what Ethereum is, this is not the video where I'll be explaining it, but I will do a brief explanation, for example, it launched on OpenSea. There's apparently 9.6 items minted. I think that's because around 400 of these NFTs got burned in the sacred flame, and they became either useless items or they became forgotten souls or like super rare NFTs. Honestly, it gets really confusing. The project has been around since around June of this year, I believe, fully encoded on chain, like it says here. And you can see there's around 5,000 Ethereum tokens traded. So Ethereum is currently at its all-time highs, around $4,500 each. So I think that's around $2.5 million if I'm doing my math correctly. So quite a lot of volume going through the collection. The Marma J. So this is the Marma J's NFT, the marmaj.eth. NFT collection. See, marmaj.eth. This is our Ethereum address. We have some damsels. We have some girlfriends for adventurers. We have some star loot. We have a happy bunny. A shirt from Araj for crypto voxels. We have some Uniswap NFT positions, and we have two Forgotten Rune Wizards. We have they're both black characters, I think is super cool. We have one who's stereotypically female and one stereotypically male, which is super cool. So we have Battle Mage Hagar, and we have Argurer Rita of the Mountain. So if you wanted to get more information, I could open these up in a new tab. You could see their rarities, for example. So you can see the all-time average price for these NFTs were 0.25 near. Purchased on June 30th of this year. If you want to look at properties of the NFT, this is NFT number 8,909. You can see more information about it, some details as well. And so here are the properties. Red background, super fly body, lucky black cat. So all of this information is on chain. You could see that someone offered 0.47 ETH, so around $2,100 for it. The offer expires in 2 hours. We will not be accepting the offer. These were gifted to us. So thank you very much, Rabbit. Much appreciated. And also, you can see this one was purchased for 0.089 on the same day. There are some offers now. It's pretty cool. I mean, seeing that they were purchased for this NFT, Argurer Rita of the Mountain, was purchased for 0.089 ETH a few months ago, and now it is worth. I could literally accept an offer right now for 0.58 ETH. So quite a large boost in price after a few months. And this is why people say NFTs can be a good investment. I think they are generally not for most people, but you could see we got these from cmd.eth, so we can check out there. Ooh, quite a nice collection actually. So you can see that Kate the Cursed made this one. There's quite a few. There's some astro cryptids here as well. We have some cryptids as part of the Marma J Foundation. So this is actually the Forgotten Souls. So you can take your wizard, put it through the sacred flame. I'll show this on the website, through the sacred flame, and have a chance of getting a forgotten soul. Ooh, actually I did see this NFT collection that came out. Anyways, that's a bit about the NFTs that we have specifically. The Marma J Foundation does have an Astro Cryptid number 1, and we've got some other random NFT. Oh look, we have a Precious Princess.eth still. Very cool. ENS is having an airdrop, so it's cool to see that. Looks like we're going to get multiple ENS tokens attributed to our address. Anyways, let's head back to the actual Forgotten Runes website. When you go to the main website, this is not the main website. Yes, this is the main website here. It says, welcome to the cult. Start here. So that's where we're going to start for this video. I'm going to go live for about 10, 20, 30 minutes, just going through the information. There's a lot to go on here, but the main purpose of this video is to start this series of videos and eventually have the Marma J community help us in collaborating with the Forgotten Runes community. So, the Forgotten Rune Wizards Cult is a collection of 10,000 wizard NFTs. Each wizard is totally unique, has its own name. Additionally, it's fully encoded on chain. So that's pretty cool. Not all NFTs are fully on chain, even on Mintbase, for example. So when it says it's fully on chain, that means that all of the metadata is actually on Ethereum. So it's not like this says here, most NFTs have the image on IPFS, and then you have your NFT data on the blockchain like Near or Ethereum, and then it points to it's a hash which is stored on another blockchain. So these wizards are fully on the Ethereum blockchain. On Mintbase, which we have a lot of our NFTs from the Marma J Foundation, they store their data on Arweave, which is another blockchain, not Near. And then on Paras, when we buy NFTs from Paras.id, that's actually on IPFS. That's not even on the blockchain. When you buy NFTs from there, you're literally just buying a number that doesn't even point to anything really except for a database that then points to a hash. There's different levels of NFT data availability. So fully on chain. The only way for you to lose your NFT data here would be if Ethereum goes down, which is very low chance of that happening. So for the Forgotten Runes, the world of Forgotten Runes is growing every day as our cult contributes art. The cult is us now as as NFT token holders. We can contribute art, animation, stories, memes, and lore to social media and the one-of-a-kind Book of Lore. So I'm going to start in this video going through the Book of Lore that is attached to this, but I think it's really cool because it is really similar to what we've done with Marma J Chan. So if you have no clue what Marma J Chan is, I'll quickly show. We have Marma J Chan. It's a character, kind of like his wizards. We have some attributes, kind of like the wizards have attributes. And people from the community have been submitting their own variations of Marma J Chan, playing soccer, cleaning up beaches, going to the beach, all these things. There's also Near Chan, which has a lot of variations as well. But you could imagine that the community could also help us write books about, what are some of the adventures that Marma J Chan and Near Chan take. We can write comics. We could have little animations, animated short stories created, poems, all of this content centered around Marma J Chan and Near Chan to build out the world they live in. So this is what happens in the world of Forgotten Runes with these wizards, and they've created a book of lore. So every single person that has one of the NFTs can write one entry into the book of lore. So we have 2 NFTs, we can write 2 entries, and so the Marma J Foundation with the Marma J Guild will probably have some sort of contest or some sort of way to have the community support us in writing into this book of lore. So there's limitless potential in this decentralized approach to world building. We call it a collaborative legendarium. Most who participate in this world building experiment join the cult, which starts by owning a wizard NFT. So again, you have to own an NFT usually to participate, to join the cult and help with the world building. And I already showed we do have 2 of these NFTs in marmaj.eth Ethereum account. So on June 30th, the minting price was 0.7 ETH, and they sold out all 10 of them in 28 minutes, which is kind of crazy. We just showed that the previous buyer bought one of them for 0.089 on that same day, and then the other one was purchased for like 0.25 ETH on that day. So you could see that someone minted for 0.7 ETH on June 30th. Someone else bought it for 0.25 ETH on that exact same day, 4x that price, and now it's worth double the price from what it was even after that. So quite interesting, almost 8 times the value of when it came out. Not all NFTs do that, but that is an example of how this project has grown and done well over the past few months, over the past, 5 months. You can buy them on secondary, on OpenSea, or any NFT marketplace on Ethereum. If you're new to NFTs, they have a guide, which we're not going to go through. We're not going to be buying any today. And they have a super friendly Discord. So I did join Discord last night. I verified my ownership of the NFTs in Discord using the Collabland bot. Actually, Near is incorporating with Collabland as well. Super cool. They do a lot of stuff for like token gating access to communities on Discord through NFTs and through other like fungible tokens. So for example, for the Marma J Foundation, what we could do is we have a Discord channel one day. We could use Collabland to say that we have a private channel that only holders of our special NFT can get into. We could also say you need to hold 100 Marma J tokens to access some other features or benefits or be able to speak or be an admin or other kind of features on Discord. So why become a wizard? Because you can take part in the creation of their story, lore, art, and community. So, it'll be pretty cool for the Marma J Foundation to do this. Ownership of a wizard is adoption of a character. So we actually are adopting these characters, the Haggard and then the female, whatever cult wizard. We're able to adopt these characters. And then you're entitled to some non-exclusive commercial rights of their character. So the NFTs that we own, I showed those 2 characters earlier, we actually are entitled to some commercial rights of that character. So we can create shirts, hats, swag. We can actually make NFTs and legally sell the NFTs and earn funds from creating these characters and do a lot of really cool stuff with these 2 characters. And so like how we have this, sorry, that was the email for Marma J, or actually that was the email for Close the Dev. Just like we have this Marma J Chan for Do It In Your Style, we will probably create a similar Draw This In Your Style challenge for the wizards, and we'll probably end up creating some sort of content as myself and the community gets more involved with the Forgotten Runes community. So wizards are for everyone. Anyone can get involved. Very fun, very cool. What benefits do you have? You can access other treasures. So these are some of the other treasures that you can have by accessing. So you can get full turnarounds and walk cycles of your wizard. Very cool, very cool. Which means you can put your wizard in and get some of these graphics. So for example, Len Kazar made a video game and used Marma J Chan in the game. This could be an access to, get some renderings. A GM generator, let's actually see what that looks like. So you start here. Okay, so it'll generate GM of your Forgotten Rune. What is ours? 8090? That's not ours. I forget now. Okay, well, let's look at it. Let's open up OpenSea again. Let's go to our collection. Okay, let's scroll down a little bit. Let's check out what 4040 is the one that I'll be able to remember. So let's check it out. We go to the GM generator, 4040. Wonderful. You could actually get a GM of our own character. In my opinion, that's kind of cool. It's kind of cute. It's kind of funny. It uses the blockchain to pull the unique ID of the NFT, our NFT, which is 4040 out of the 10,000, or at number 9,900 and 9,999 would be the last one, because 0 would be the first one, right? That's the first, pretty cool. And the last one would be 9999. There you go, a GM generator. Very cool. What else do we have as part of this cult? Potential airdrops, such as our recent Sacred Flame. So what that happened was the first buyers and the longest holders all got these Sacred Flames airdropped to their account. And what that Sacred Flame allowed you to do was actually burn your NFT. So you combine the NFTs to burn it, and you get a new NFT as well. So pretty cool. We can look at some of these. It was so great burning. 1,112 wizards were airdrop flames. On Hallows Eve, so on Halloween, you were able to burn a flame and a wizard and get a chance at a forgotten soul. You might receive the ghost of your wizard, something more powerful, or something undesirable. So undesirable could be like a donut or something. And so this was the flame. I'm not going to go all the way into the burning. There's a lot of really cool information here. But the way to figure that out, I'll show it later, like how it works. But that's pretty much the idea. So you get airdrop something. You can build out your character. So we can actually get the Marma J community to help us build what these characters look like we did for Marma J Chan. And we can actually scribe it on chain into the Book of Lore, which we're going to go through in a second. Make friends and play games. What should you do? Join the Discord, which we did yesterday. Write in the Book of Lore, which we'll do eventually as part of the Marma J Foundation. Probably not this year, but maybe we're kind of focusing on Marma J Chan right now. But into the new year, hopefully, as we get more involved in the Forgotten Runes community, we'll figure out what would be some good lore to create. Ashley, if you ever watch this video, looking to you and your group of creative writing students, and maybe they can help us create some lore, which would be super cool and helpful. Join a guild, which seems pretty cool. They have a guild system for live events, for developers, for hyping up their stuff. So eventually, this is kind of a cool idea, or kind of displays some cool aspects of the community, because the Marma J Foundation is going to do similar. Right now, we are just one giant guild and one giant DAO. Eventually, though, what we're probably going to do is have sub-DAOs or sub-guilds, like, a developer guild from Marma J Foundation. We're going to have a creative artist guild. We already have lots of artists in our community. And we're going to kind of rally together behind the whole idea of spreading love and positivity in the Web3 space by supporting others. They have a weekly chat on Twitter, that I'm going to start listening into. So tomorrow, they have that. And take a picture with a mural in real life. So they got real life murals where you can go out in Austin, Texas. They have one. Take a picture with their mural. They have another one in Texas here. Pretty cool. They have one in Miami, Florida. So maybe the next time we go out to Miami, we'll take a pretty cool picture there. That's pretty awesome. These are all in the same place, different place in Miami. They have Los Angeles, California coming soon, Oakland, California, and you can commission your own mural. So potentially we could, get some funding, so this kind of cool stuff maybe for Marma J Chan. Maybe eventually we'll say, hey, you can request between $1,500 in Marma J tokens to put up a mural in your own city where people can go take pictures with Marma J Chan. That would be super cool. And this is kind of some of the stuff that we're gonna hopefully start to do for the Marma J Foundation. But to start, we're gonna be supporting the Forgotten Runes community. What are the principles? Wizards are for everyone. Lore, not floor. So basically, get involved. Don't just dump your token. R's over official. Okay, and many more. Written up more. I'm not going to read the principles. There's actually a community-built map, which is pretty cool. So it's actually a map for what the Forgotten Runes world looks like. I think it would be super cool to create a map like this for the Marma J Chan near Chan world, because you got the Rainbow Bridge, you have Aurora, you have Octopus, you have Near, and you might even be able to involve Ethereum and other blockchains into it. Kind of cheesy, but kind of cool. I think this is pretty awesome. And what if I'm not a great artist? What do you do? Look, these are the original NFTs, And these are some renditions. So we can actually take, like I said, we can have a draw this in your style challenge where we take our NFTs, so our Rita of the Mountain, and we can get community members to come out and show us what their style would look like. Maybe take some of the best ones, collect them into our DAO, and get involved. So this is kind of like an anime version of a witch, which we could definitely fit in with Marma J. Chan kind of ideas. Lots of talented artists. Many of them take commissions. So, I mean, we have enough artists in our community. We don't need to be going out and searching for commissions in other communities. But you could also have someone create lore for you. There's a commissions page completely where you can actually request commissions, which is super cool. They have someone that does pixel art. They have someone that does illustration, poems, comic book style, pixel art with backgrounds, 3D models, pixel art animations, and music. Again, eventually, I see this being something that the Marma J community kind of takes on, where we actually have like groups of community members that take commissions in certain areas. So for example, this is super cool. You can get your pixel character animated, right? You know, this is the original NFT. Again, you can get stuff like this. Again, so you can do different renditions in more of like an anime style. I think is, again, super cool. I'm very excited now to start getting more involved. They have lore, right? So again, if you want to get some lore created, you can. They're showing all the different ways. The 3D models are super cool, right? The animations, the 3D. Honestly, with the creatives we have in the Marma J community, I think we kind of have this covered. But some of this stuff looks really cool, and it kind of really gives me lots of ideas for how Marma J Chan can start to evolve, and how we can get involved with some other communities. So yes, this is just how to get involved with commissions. They have Wizards Wednesday, yes, who's behind the project, roadmap, special thanks. If you want to learn more, click the link that's in the description of this video, get involved. We're going to stop there. I'm not going to go through the entire book of lore. This video has been going on for 22 minutes so far. I'm just going to go through the first few pages, probably like the first 2 pages, honestly. So we can kind of get more involved in, because I've never actually read this before. I went through it yesterday a little bit and clicked through, and I pretty much just was like, okay, I'll do this tomorrow on a live stream. But here you go. Welcome to the Forgotten Runes Book of Lore. The following pages contain the stories, legends, and myths of thousands of wizards. This tome is ever growing, always evolving, but forever immutable. Once a wizard changes hands. So if you would like to contribute to this book, you must own a Forgotten Runes wizard and join the cult. So we have a Forgotten Runes wizard, we've joined the cult, so we can actually, in this bottom right hand corner, you can see, write your lore. I just clicked it, you connect your wallet, and you could actually connect. I might just do this right now. Actually, I'm kind of scared, but we're going to do it. We're going to connect our account. We're going to log into the ledgers. Whoops. Let's do this. Whoops. No. Okay. Sorry this is taking so long. Inevitably, I put the wrong pin in every once in a while, but it happens. So we go to the Ethereum wallet, we hit connect, boom. Then you pick a wizard, right? So we have 2 wizards. I'm going to stop this right here. I'm afraid of actually doing something. Actually, it wouldn't happen. So you click a wizard, right? Delete this text and write your lore here. So we can actually come out here, write some lore, and then we could pick a different background color, right? We can pick like that or something cool, right? Not safe for work? Okay. So if we don't want this to be seen by minors, we can do that. And you hit save your lore, and then I'll sign on the blockchain and it'll put this in the book. So this is super cool to me. Potentially having some sort of Marma J Chan book on the Near blockchain where community members of the Marma J community could actually add their Marma J Chan renditions to this book that we have would be super cool. Also, we can kind of organize this through the Marma J DAO, where people can like add proposals to the DAO to change or add pages to our Marma J Chan book or comic or whatever else we do. Like, for example, if you ever read through a Shonen Jump, I cannot pronounce these words, so don't like judge me. Like an anime book, there's like a bunch of small short stories all put together in one large like book. It would be super cool if like creative people can come together, create their little anime, add it to our book, and go like that. So I'm gonna leave that whole situation because I do not want to accidentally, I don't want to get involved there. But yes, that's how it works. You write your lore in the book. I find this super fascinating. Years ago when I got into Ethereum, the idea of being able to do this all on chain was like way outside of the realm of possibility. And 2021, to be able to see this happening in communities with discords and creatives all over the world, super exciting. So there's a guide for writing in the book. I just went through it in like a few seconds, so that's great. If you're not a cult member, please enjoy reading. It's open to all. I will create as I speak. Blah, 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 blah. There you go. Okay. The Forgotten Runes meta narrative. So this is like the high level of what's going on that helps you figure out what to write about. So, though there are only 10,000 wizards in existence, the world of Forgotten Runes is vast and limitless. There is but a small, here is but a small portion of the world. So this is actually just a start of the map, and I guess the map could expand and grow over time. So, charting this world is a work in progress, and this map will soon expand. Let's explore other aspects of this. I'm going to read this page and then I'm done with this video, but it's pretty cool. Let's explore other aspects of the world. There's magic. Magic, aka the arcane arts, is a powerful. Let me see if I should. It's pretty small on my screen. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Oh. It's actually not making the words any bigger, really. Kind of. Anyways. Is a powerful force that weaves its way through the lands. Most wizards came into the world already specializing in a form of magic, such as hydromancers, pyromancers, and necromancers. So hydromancers water, pyromancers fire, and necromancers dealing with the dead. Some conduct their wizardry through magical items and staves, and some wizards don't seem to know any magic at all. Very interesting. So Arguer, when you go to the properties, you could see that she has a crystal ball. I think that's what she uses to do her magical spells. Okay, magical talent varied across wizards, from hilariously immature to perilously threatening. And they're making a game right now using these characters in the game as well, which is super cool. Some use magic for virtuous altruism, and some for appalling cataclysm. The minds of the most powerful magic users often border on sanity, absurdity, mania, and derangement. For there seems to be a trade-off every magic user must confront. Mastery of the arcane arts often comes at the cost of one's humanity. Very interesting. How magic came into this world is a question of serious inquiry, but one thing is certain. It is a dominant force in the world and colors all aspects of daily life, culture, and politics. So very interesting. Magic is throughout the world. There's weak magicians, strong magicians, but they're all a little bit crazy. Politics. There are 7 dominant political factions in the world of Forgotten Runes, which are generally, but not always, denoted by hat color. They are red, yellow, brown, green, blue, and purple and white. So I think we're purple on both of our NFTs. So let's see. Background, yes. Head, we have a crone, but hat color, we're probably purple politics. It is worth noting that just because a wizard may have a certain hat color does not necessarily mean they fall into one of these factions. Interesting. Red Hats, based in Red Wizard Capital, these oligarchs are cosmopolitan, elitist, and generally wealthy. They seem to be constantly engaged in complex political intrigue and often leverage their financial might to achieve their goals. They have some strengths, though. They're cunning, strategic, politically powerful, very wealthy, and influential. Some weaknesses: they're elitist and snobby, not well liked by other classes, so it's hard to make friends, and they are often materialistic and wealth obsessed. Yellow hats party all day and night in Chronomancer's Riviera. Hot, sexy, and seemingly young, they manipulate time itself to achieve these shallow ends. They remind me of what's her face, the new fifth Hokage in Naruto. Yeah, Lady Tsunade, old lady who always keeps herself young and always drinking and not necessarily partying though. It's more like Perfy Sage. They have not a care in the world, even as the quantum shadow itself looms on their borders. Lucky for them, Battle Mage Mountains seem an impenetrable protection as for their debaucherous partying. So, I wonder if these mountains are going to let through the quantum shadow one of these days. Strengths: vitality, stamina, energetic, carefree, happy, and joyful. Sounds like fun. Weaknesses: they're still shallow, unfocused, debaucherous, and unwise. Brown hats: rugged, blue collar, and provincial. The brown hat wizards are good-natured and love simple living. Traditional with devotion to family, they use magic for everyday practical tasks like housekeeping, farming, and hunting. Rarely seen in the cities, brown hats generally live in the countryside. You can find them, however, occasionally enjoying a beer in the local tavern with good friends. A little known secret about brown hats is that their hat color used to be orange, but rustic country living has faded and tarnished their bright colors to an earthy brown. Strengths: good common sense, loyal to family and friends, always well prepared, and very dependable. Weaknesses: often overly simplistic and can be a bit xenophobic, resistant to change. Interesting. Green hats, earth-loving hippies. They love plants, animals, and the natural world. Their brand of magic pulls from deep in the earth and is far older than the quantum shadow. Interesting. They are well-grounded and stable. Strengths: strong and durable, long lifespans, stable. They can communicate with plants and animals. Weaknesses: somewhat eco-fascist. They prioritize the lives of plants and animals over humans. They can be slow to action and a bit aloof to the affairs of the human world. Blue hats, academics who love libraries and learning. Their blue wizard bastion is home to the world's largest library. These wizards are most comfortable with technology, even though most consider technology inferior to magic. Strengths: highly intelligent, well learned. If anyone can build tech that would challenge magic, it's them. Pretty cool. Weaknesses: overly intellectual. Ivory tower type of academic, have tons of knowledge, but rarely apply it to the real world. That's okay, that's fun. Purple hats, the quintessential wizards. They're extremely talented in all sorts of magic, particularly the deep magic of the cosmos. Their magic is complex, powerful, and esoteric. Much of it comes from the psychic leap itself. But because of this deep affinity for magic, the magic often controls them rather than the other way around. They are often perceived as clumsy and even goofy. Their spells are often loud, explosive, and colorful. Their spellbooks are incomprehensible, and their houses are often chaotic. You never know if a purple wizard is very powerful or has simply lost his mind. Perhaps a bit of both. I feel like purple wizard fits me quite well. Strengths: they are unpredictable, probably powerful, seemingly wise, in possession of great secrets and lore. Weaknesses: they're unpredictable. I love how it's a strength and a weakness. I love that. Chaotic, unorganized. The psychic leap has apparently warped their minds. White hats, detached, empty, zen-like sages who sit quietly and meditate for days on end. The white hats hide their power level, but it is expected to be very high. Their magic is subtle, quiet, and unassuming. They never show off, and nobody knows the source of their power. Some believe them to be extremely powerful, and some believe they have no magical power at all. Whatever the case, White hats operate in secret. Strengths, guarded, calm, secretive, possess deep wisdom. Weaknesses, aloof, unfriendly, unemotional, and unapproachable. I am not going to go deeper into the lore. I'll kind of click through a tiny bit. Before I do click through, I kind of want to, like, this one has a dog hat on. I'm getting a call, so I'm going to quickly take the call just to see who it is. But, hello? Hey, how are you? I'm actually busy at this exact moment. Could you call a little bit later potentially? Perfect, sounds good. Generally, anytime during the day, I'm just like on a call right now. Perfect, sounds good. Okay, bye. That is someone actually from a realtor's office, although I do not think I'm going to be buying a house at the moment. But we will talk tomorrow and figure that one out. I'm curious though, for this Hagar Battle Mage, when I go to their properties and I go to the head, we have a polar shapeshifter, which is kind of cool because the other people have the exact same one, but I don't know what house we're from then. So, very interesting. I mean, I'd like to know where we're from, but I don't know. This purple hat, so I'm guessing she's crazy. Sounds good to me. But let's see, properties. So either way, the hat seems pretty rare. 1% have this hat trait for Hagar. Let's see if any of these properties are rarer. Okay, so Superfly seems a bit rare, but the hat seems just as rare as the purple hat. So, cool. I have actually no clue which one's more rare or how it works. Let's see, the second page. So someone wrote their own entry. I'll read this one entry just to show like what a personal entry would look like. And it looks like they go in order. Let's see. Yes, they are going in order in terms of the number. So when we write, so the lower number ones, interestingly enough, it's, oh, you can add pictures. Okay, I do love that you can, it seems like you can add data, like visual data into Sorcerers, a Lesser of the Moons. So no further lore has been recorded for Sorcerer, a Lesser of the Moon. So on November 1st, Sorcerer, a Lesser of the Moors, passed through the sacred flame and became a soul. Interesting. No further lore. Let's see. Okay, so there used to be. Oh, so this was the old sorcerer, right? Someone wrote some lore for it, and then because it passed through the flame, they got a second page where they can write again. But you can never change the lore from the first page, from the first person that they were. Edge Arcanist Art Chick. Very interesting. Oh, they passed through the sacred flame and became a soul. Anyways, let's read through the very first one. Holy Arcanist Illuminus of the Heavens. They seem to have an orange hat. I don't know. It seems very interesting. The Wizard before Wizards. An emissary from the boundless heavens, beyond the runes at the edge of infinity. This holy arcanist commands a singularity and refracts it through a simple chroma crystal to birth the creation of limitless nothing. Very interesting. Okay, well, I'm going to end the video there for the most part. We're going to hopefully get more involved with the Forgotten Runes Wizards Cult. I'm going to take part in the Twitter Spaces chats they have. So if you want to check out their Twitter and join yourself, it's just twitter.com/forgotten Forgotten Runes Wizard Cult. So you can come through here, see what they're doing. Some people, dressed up as their wizard for Halloween. It's pretty cool. But yeah, if you found this interesting, you can join our Telegram chat. We will definitely be discussing eventually how we're going to get more involved, but we'll be doing that after we get more involved with Marma J Chan and figure out what that project is going to look more like. But hope you enjoy. I'm going to go play some Pixel Pets after this. And hopefully, wherever you are, whoever you are, you're having a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, morning, middle of the night. And yeah, thanks for taking part and watching this video potentially. Bye.